Well, it's a little later than expected, but here we go. Mario Kart 8 DLC Wave 2. We're just gonna get into this like we did last time. I'm looking forward to it. Who did I play as last time? I have no idea. I assume Ludwig? Yeah, let's just go with my tried and true. Alright, here we are. What cups are they? Not those. These ones! Ha 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 ha! Got New York Minute, Mario Circuit 3, Kalimari Desert, and Waluigi Pinball in the first cup, and the next one would be the remainder, Sydney Sprint, Snow Land, Mushroom Gorge, and Sky High Sundae, which is definitely a new track and not a Mario Kart Tour track. They just decided to put in the DLC first. Not at all! Alright, well I guess let's get started here, and I guess we're starting with New York Minute. Now I gotta say, I was not planning on doing videos in this format, but it just kind of ended up working out the way I recorded it for the first wave, and so I figured I'd continue it on, I guess. Also, my Pro Controller is completely dead, so I'm using Joy-Cons. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, where are we going? Ooh. This music, though. Alright, I do not know the routes in this track at all. I don't know anything about tour tracks, and I still haven't changed that at all. I'm just kind of going the ways that feel most correct. I'll definitely learn these courses better as we play them more. On a blue shell right off the start. Alright. I don't imagine I'm going to get all first place victories like I did on the first wave, but we'll see. Oh, we're going this way. Alright, I wasn't planning for that. Again, I do like that the tour tracks, as skeptical as I was when the game was first coming out, I do like that the tour tracks actually do have different routes. But yeah, that's really cool. It definitely looks great with the extra lighting from the tour version. I've seen a little bit of video, but nothing really about the route, just kind of like some pictures and stuff. And a few clips here and there. Yeah, the lighting looks great, of course, but I think the textures are still kind of similar to previous things. I know some people were like, oh, these tracks look so much better than the first wave, and I do think they do look improved, for sure. I don't want to say that they don't, because they do. The road, especially, with the little puddles and stuff, is great. And the flags at the beginning were very detailed and very nicely animated. But they definitely are still, like, very firm on the tour style, and they're definitely taking from tour. And so we're still going to get those ugly trees that we can see right there. So, you know, it's just going to be a lot of that still. There's a certain element where it's just like, at this point, why wouldn't they remake the track from scratch in the Mario Kart 8 style? And at this point, it's just because they don't have enough time. It took forever for this wave to come out. And it is clear that there are some improvements from the first wave that probably did take that extra time to do, but at the same time, it's not going to be like a crazy amount of detail in the upcoming waves, because it would just take too long for the promised timeline. Definitely like that they did improve it a little bit, but we're never going to get to a point where it looks like Mario Kart 8 style graphics in it. I always hope for as much as we can get. And who knows if this is as much as we can get, but that music was really, really good in New York Minute, I gotta say. That was fantastic. And SNES Mario Circuit 3, one of my favorite tracks from Mario Kart Wii, honestly, at least in terms of the more basic tracks. Things like Ghost Valley kind of fall into that. Ah, that's a bad start. Alright, well, at least I know this track. Didn't actually get the... Oh, man. Oh, rough goings. The unfortunate thing is, while I know this track, I'm very used to playing with a bike. Oh, that banana snipe. Had a red shell in first. That's a cool thing to have. And that's a hard corner to get a nice drift off of. Actually, a lot of these corners do not flow well with my current routing. Got to brake around that corner to get a drift out of that. Might just have to go a little wider. Oops. That was a bad play from me. This track actually looks a lot better than I was expecting it to, and the scaling's really good. It's definitely different than the Wii. It's a bit wider overall. Not that I'm making it look like that by continually drifting into the sand, but there we go. And we got that. Very, very nice. You know, I do enjoy this track being in. I saw it in the trailer and I thought, you know, I don't think I'm going to be that interested in it, but yeah, it's nice to see here, for sure. There's a little bit of that nostalgia vibe, both that it's an SNES course, but also that it is a Wii course. Anyway, yeah, that was really cool. I don't have much to say about it. The sand looks better than Toad Circuit, though, from the first wave, so at least that's good. I was worried it was going to look too flat, but it actually works, so can't really complain. Yeah. Anyway, it's a fairly basic track, but that's about all I can really say about it. Alright, Kalimari Desert. Now, it seems like, based on some things that I saw, is that apparently this track may have a changing lap structure, similar to the tour levels, which is really good. I'm not super familiar with Kalimari Desert. I know it was in 7. I think it was 7, right? Or I'm completely wrong. But I was never really a fan of this track at all, ever, in anything I played it in. Visually, it looks actually pretty nice. Lighting's nice. Some of these tracks do kind of feel a little bit nicer than Wave 1, and maybe I'm just getting a little, you know, forgiving. Whoa, where'd that come from? That's an interesting one. Yeah, so there's definitely some changing level designs with this, which I'm totally into. Considering that this track in N64 is just a very simple, long track with not a lot going on, I'm definitely into it. Dang, it's really hard to get some long drifts out of this. That's a complicated corner. Oh, and we're already done. Yeah, that's actually not as bad of a track as I was thinking it would be. Going in the railroad, it actually did happen that way, and yeah, I'm okay with that. That was actually a cool way to change that up. Because I don't have, like, when they were like, oh, Kalimari Desert's coming into Wave 2, and I saw that for the first time, I'm like, it's gonna be really boring and annoying. And the train is still not something I'm a huge fan of having to stop. A lot of people are like, oh, I love that, it's so cool, you have to wait. I don't know, I've never been into it. I have always thought that it kind of like disrupts the flow, which I know that's the purpose for it, but it just doesn't feel fun to play for that reason. But at the same time, having the ability to go next to the train and go on the track is really cool. It's very similar to, what is it, Super Bell Subway? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot better than I was actually imagining. Alright, here it is, Waluigi Pinball, the classic, the one everybody loves. They dialed up the lights to 1,000 for this. I didn't pay attention to the music last time in the last course. Unfortunately, the music on this is the exact same as the normal Wario Stadium. Would have liked to see a new remix, but can't really complain. Oh god. Oh man, I just saw that pinball coming straight for me. I am getting decimated in this. Yeah, I don't know, the CPUs are pretty relentless. This entire GP so far. Honestly, that section actually looks a lot better than I was expecting, so that's really good. I saw in the trailer initially, I saw one of the highlight videos from the Japan, like highlight videos that they have on the website. They had a bit of extra content there, like a few Mario Kart TV selections. Ooh, man, I do not know the routes of the pinballs. My gosh. Or the bumpers, or anything. I knew somebody was behind me. I'm not doing well on this track. Mostly because the pinball section, I don't know. It's seemingly different than the DS. I used to be able to just run through it and be completely fine. Ugh, I hate not being able to drift. That's the worst feeling in this game, is not being able to drift around a corner. Oh god. Oh man. This is a very hard section to try to get through. Oh man, no pinballs! Oh man, come on. It's the last track of the GP, come on, we gotta get it. Holy crap, there's no way to get a lead on this track. Honestly, as much as people go crazy about Waluigi Pinball, that was probably the least fun I had racing a track. The corners don't really flow as well together, and maybe I just need to find that flow. But I've never found the actual track layout of Waluigi Pinball to flow very nicely. You know, as interesting as it is, it's just like, oh, try to go straight and not get hit by a pinball, which was proving to be more difficult than it's ever been for me, in my opinion. Not too much I can really say about it. It's great to see it, of course. People have been asking for it for the longest time. I'm surprised it showed up in the packs as early as it did. I wish the ground was a little more shiny in the pinball section here. You know, in like other recreations of it, even in DS, I think they tried to make it look like it had like some actual mirror-like reflections, and in this it's kind of diffused. I feel like they could have actually achieved getting that. And as always, what do we got for our cup that we're going to see here? A few highlights there. I definitely took some bad hits. Definitely not quite in the space right now to be doing super well. Wow, look at that nice, super detailed cup. Oh, something to note here, I didn't realize they actually do have the cups here on a separate thing. I was kind of worried about actually seeing them. I didn't realize that they had a separate menu. I did not look close enough. This cup outside of Mushroom Gorge, for the most part, is fairly unknown to me. I do know Snow Land, but it's been a hot minute. It's been a while since I played that track and Super Circuit in general. I always remember not liking it because I always slid way too much on it, and most people never seem to really have an issue, but I always seem to have an issue, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm just bad. What is with the tour music, man? Oh, I was really trying to get away from that banana, but Wario is an asshole. It sucks, I have to try to predict where the drifts are gonna go, and sometimes I am wrong. It's also hard to, like, memorize the rest of the track because half of the track is changing all the time. This track is very cool, actually. I like this one a lot. Ooh, this is a cool road section. This is like sight reading in Guitar Hero, you know? Trying to figure out where the track actually goes. Ooh, look at these ramps. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm liking this track so far. Wow. Visuals, you know, nothing too surprising. Similar to New York Minute. Similar to Paris Promenade, actually. Yeah, not much I could have done about that. Didn't have an item. Yeah, not too bad. And this track seems to really be changing it up constantly, which is really cool. Like, it feels super, like, unique, like it's changing a lot. Maybe I'm crazy. Damn, son. I can't get a breakaway. I keep getting decimated by an item. Alright. Let's try to get a bit of a breakaway here. Oh, and right through the theater. That's awesome. Oh, and that's it. Very, very nice. That is my personal favorite tour track, like tour city track, out of them so far. That was very fun, and the flow was actually really great. So far, I think that is the track I've had the most fun playing. New York Minute was interesting, but I wasn't feeling it too much, but that I'm really into. And the music is honestly the best in this so far. That's my favorite music track. Snow Land. It looks great too, I have to say. Definitely this track versus something like Toad Circuit looks really, really good. I don't know exactly what they've done, but there's just a little bit of that extra detail. Maybe the textures are overall reworked a little more, that makes it more interesting. Whoa, these item boxes. And I have scuffed that. Oh, this is nice and icy. Penguins and all that. Maybe Luigi saved me there. He made the penguin go right above me. Oh, there's a shortcut there. Whoa. The CPUs are relentless today. A lot of shortcuts, actually. I like that bridge shortcut. You see that? I cannot seem to pull a lead on them at all. Oh, baby Luigi, what? You ass. He just stole every item box. Holy good God. I cannot get a lead on them. They keep taking everything from me. But yeah, this is a fun one to play. I like how it looks. It's very colorful, but in a very good way. That turn is actually really fun. It's not nearly as slidey as it was on the Game Boy. Thank God, because I hated it. Alright, that shortcut is a great little ending shortcut. I love that that's there. You could definitely steal a win with that. Yeah, short little track. I sucked for most of that, but I got a recovery, thank God. Honestly, visual style, I have to say, last wave I said that Choco Mountain was like the best looking track of them, and a lot of this track is very simple geometry, and luckily you can kind of get away with that with ice and stuff. You can see some of the crystals around. I do wish the trees were like the more detailed trees we've seen in things like, again, GBA Mario Circuit from the base game and a lot of tracks, even regular Mario Circuit. I would like to see those trees, but everything else is actually fairly decently done, so I can't really complain. I'm pretty sure I would say this is the best looking track. Of course, we haven't seen everything yet, so that might change, but I would say this is probably the best looking track of the Wave 2 tracks. It looks phenomenal. Alright, Mushroom Gorge. It's been quite a while, and I imagine they changed this up a little bit. There's a blue mushroom, a glider mushroom, definitely more cartoony than Wii, but it's got a little bit of like extra details here and there that just make it kind of cool. The mushrooms are back, and it's great to see them. Hopefully this doesn't change too much. Ooh, only 2 mushrooms. Very interesting. Probably actually helpful. It was a little awkward in Wii having like 3 or 4 mushrooms that you had to have. Whoa! Okay. That's gonna happen a lot. Mushroom Gorge is probably gonna be the downfall of me, falling off the track. Okay, the mushrooms do not flow together nicely. Probably could have something better than a banana to hold behind me here, but, you know. I'm living with it. I'm choosing it, and hoping that it, ends up being good for me. Alright. Yeah, see, that's why I fear a little bit. Oh no. A blue shell. The end of me. It's very much the end of me. That was the worst. Oh no, I'm probably done. That's it. I don't think I can get first. Nope, I'm done. That's it. Ah, the streak's over. That blue shell was terrible. Terrible. That sucks. Well, if I had to say, and I know I got second, so I don't want to amount my rank there. I don't like how that flowed. The mushrooms still feel terrible. It was really hard to make them work. I feel like every time I bounced, I was going right into a crack of a mushroom, or I almost fell off. The mushrooms at the starting route, those go together really nicely. You're closer to the end of the mushrooms, but it still works. But the ones in the actual cave feel terrible to do. It does not feel nice to go upon them. And maybe there's a better mushroom route there. Maybe going up actually is smoother. Yeah. Alright, and we got our last track, Sky High Sundae. And this is a new track. This track has anti-gravity. Looks like the track starts with it. Based on reports I had seen on Twitter, it looks like this whole track might actually be an anti-gravity, but we'll see. Whoa, a glider section right off the jump. Looks really cool. Oh, man. Having the anti-gravity actually makes that section a little more awkward. Alright, well this track is probably the craziest track I've ever seen in Mario Kart history. Jeez. This almost looks like a CTR track. Yeah, this looks really cool. I'm gonna go for that double item box. Mind you, I gotta go over here a little bit. Not a fan of the fact that that's kind of a blind trick off of the track, but luckily it seems pretty hard to fall off unless you do a really weird angle, so. Yeah, this track's really cool, like just in appearance and presentation. Again, definitely has the very vibrant colors of Tour, but that's okay. I feel like for a track like this, it kind of works a little bit nicer. Oh, that was a close call. I'm gonna go on this side this time. Check this out, see what we got. Assume it's more of the same. It's a little different, but it's not too different. I do see that blue shell, definitely gonna get hit by that before we are done. Alright, come on. Come on, don't do this to me. I'm right at the end. Man. This game has a knack for doing that. Luckily we won, but we didn't win the whole GP, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a really, really cool track. Obviously, this is the only game you can play it in at the moment, but for sure that's going to be in Tour. I'm confident it will be. I don't know how well it'll translate. It's very chaotic for a Tour track, but I guess it also has Ninja Hideaway, so I don't know what I'm saying. That feels so much like a CTR track. It's insane. CTR is Crash Team Racing, by the way, if you don't know. Honestly, like, playability, not too bad. Would I say it's the highlight of the track for playability? It's one of the ones that's up there for sure. I would say that I think Sydney Sprint, it's probably the best track just for the feel. Snowland is good as well. And this one, I think those are the top three for me. Which order those are in? Probably Sydney Sprint and then this one and maybe Snowland. I would say Mushroom Gorge and what was the other track we played? Kalimari Desert. Is that the one that I said wasn't that great? Maybe it was a different one, but anyway. Alright, well that's pretty much everything. I could go through and look at the details, guess on the Wave 2 ones, but for the most part I feel like we've seen most of the things. There might be other shortcuts that we can find, but I think most of them were fairly obvious. There was definitely obvious ones on Snowland and SNES Mario Circuit 3. Those ones were very clear. Some of the other shortcuts in other tracks were not as obvious, but they definitely are there. But yeah, no, those tracks were generally fun to play on, some of them, but some of them also weren't. I would say, again, those top three that I said, Sky High Sundae, GBA Snow Land, and Sydney Sprint are definitely the three for me that I would say stand out. Just in terms of playability, they also look fairly decent. And yeah, you know, just I think those are definitely the winners for me. Either way, I think the tracks definitely have improved a little bit in visual quality, just a little bit. And you know, as always, Mario Kart tracks generally play really well. So no surprise there that they're fun. But anyway, that's all from me. I guess I will see you in a video like this when Wave 3 comes out. What's going to be in it, I have no idea, but I would imagine it'll probably release sometime towards the end of this year. And if that's the case, likely Merry Mountain, I would imagine. Just for the fact that, you know, it would make sense for the holidays, but they might also wait until next year if we're going all the way through until 2023. So they might wait until next holiday season to do that as well. But anyway, that's everything from me. Thank you guys so much, and definitely there'll be more videos on this channel in the future, so look out for that, and I'll see you then. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye.